Howdy, music lovers. Before you start playing the guitar, you need a little bit of information on it. So that's what this is going to be. First of all, I have my shirt on that says, education is important, but playing guitar is importanter. So keep that in mind. Also, you'll notice my shirt covers up whatever belt I'm wearing. You have to have something to cover your belt buckle, or else your back of your guitar will not be nice and shiny like mine is. It'll have a big hole in it right about there. You don't want that. You don't need to get a tuner to keep this thing in tune. So the best tuner I have found is something called Piano Tuner. And if my able photographer will zoom in on this, that's what it looks like. Piano Tuner. It's just an app that you can get on your phone if you have a phone. The strings are E, A, D, G, B, E. These vertical metallic things are called frets, and you have to push your finger. If my able photographer will zoom in on my fingers now, you have to put your finger behind the fret as close as you can get to the fret. So in other words, this will create a clear note. If you put it right on the fret, it's not a clear note. If you go clear back here, it buzzes. So you want right behind the fret. You'll notice, okay, now go back to my fingers down here. You will notice that my fingers are coming at it from the top. They're not like this. If your fingers are like this, it's going to be pretty hard to get a good sound. It'll sound like that. So get your fingers, bend your knuckles here, and that'll create a better sound. The reason for yucky sounds sometimes is this. Your fingers are straight. Sometimes you're too far away from the fret, or you're on the fret. Now, if you'll zoom in on my right hand, this is the pick. Now, you don't want to hold the pick like this. You have to get a good solid grip on it. I put two fingers on the back and a thumb here, and it's kind of like holding a pencil more than anything else. But if you just hold it with two fingers like this, eventually you're going to drop it on the floor. And or in worst case, it's going to go inside here, in which case you have to fish it out. Now your right arm placement, this is the right arm by the way. You don't want it up here. You're going to have to kind of hug your guitar and have your arm come in from the side like this. One last thing on this very first introductory session. One last thing is it's important to wear proper headgear. Whether it's a cowboy hat or this kind of a hat or whatever it is, it's important to wear headgear, because when you're finished playing, it's this. Thank you, music lovers.